Happy Wednesday. We had an episode of Big Brother tonight, Big Brother 26, episode 26, you guys. It was the Power of Veto episode with the disastrous Otev and more. So we're going to do what we do over here. We're going to roast it. We're going to recap it. We're going to have a laugh. So smash that like if you haven't already. Hopefully you're wearing something comfy. Grab a beverage and let's get started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold. But don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the Baby Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel for the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. That's me, stand-up comedian and Big Brother superfan Joleen Lunzer, here to break it all down for you with a comedic twist. We're going to roast it. We're going to recap it, everything going on in BB26. But most importantly, I was going to say but first, but most importantly, tonight's episode, okay? Apologies on my tardiness, but Dave Dog may have bitten through the cord to my ring light, so it wasn't working. Somehow I maneuvered something, and then Chell called, and then, Chell needed me to order Chipotle, and he's on his way home from work, and he's like, can you order it? I'm driving. And I'm like, I am about to go live, sir. You are lucky you're so cute. You know what I mean? He would not get away with this much if he was an uggo. I'm just going to be real, okay? And I wish I had the pot, all right? Angela is going to, if Chuck is in the chat, Chuck, has Angela never done the pot to the point where she's calling it the pot? And are you, sir, going to be partaking? Because Angela said that she wants to party. Your girl wants to party all the time with the cast postseason. And she wants to smoke of the potta, eat of the potta. So how else can you do pot? The marijuana, put it in olive oil, something. Okay. So Chuck, build your tolerance up. Start smoking J's right now. Start rolling blunts or something. I don't know. Angela wants a doobie. A doobie. That was hilarious. All right. And I am excited to see high Angela, drunk Angela. I wish the house, they'd give them some alcohol. Like, I know they get a little bit here and there, but we need one drunken night. Okay. Give them some gummies. Give them something. Angela, she's talking about that dirt weed. I don't know what Angela, I don't know if she's like, I'm going to do the pot. I'm going to do the pot. And Chemo was like, oh my God, she's going to do the pot. I want Angela to do all the pot. Do the pot, Angela. Do the pot. But they never get enough, Joseph. You know what I mean? They never get enough of the alcohol. Okay. All right. But first, like Julie Chen says, you guys smash that like if you haven't already. Subscribe. We're on our way to 44,000 subscribers. You're like, Jolene, that's a weird number. Well, I'm 44 years old and I want to reach 44,000 subscribers. I think I did the pot, and it is legal in California, Angela. I don't know about Utah. I don't know what is legal there. You guys got, but mom talk, Chuck, if Chuck is in the chat, and riddle me this. Was Angela ever involved in mom talk? Because I feel like even though these women are just in their, early to late 20s, I feel like Angela would wiggle her way in there with the Mormon moms. And I don't know if Angela's Mormon, and it doesn't matter. But we have this show now that is an inside look at the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, but it's just these Mormon moms who were soft, what's it called? What do they call it? Soft spreading, not soft spreading, Jolene. They were soft sharing. Soft, what is it when you share your spouse? Clearly, I am not the one. Okay. If anyone tries to share Chell, they're getting it. Soft swingers. Thank you. Does Angela know these women? Was Angela ever part of the soft swinging? Is she with mom talk? Because I feel like she could. So I don't know what goes down in Utah. I'm not sure if you can have the marijuana there, but Angela wants it after the season. If you want to support the channel further than liking or subscribing, you know the drill. You can send a super chat while we're live. I'll highlight your comment. It's a great way to support the channel. You can also send a super chat after the video posts. Thank you to those of you who have done that. Also, shout out to those of you who have been hitting me up on the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, and all of my YouTube members and Patreon supporters. And if you are a YouTube member or Patreon supporter, you know that every Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific, Big Brother time, we do the H of H, which is an exclusive bonus show for all of my members and patrons.
You know, it was really fun to see him win H of H, and sort of get his, to hear he's in it.
To hear he's in it. It was really great to see him. Yeah. Put your pineapples in the chat for the swingers, for the mom talk, for sweet baby cop. What was his name? Kenny the cop. Apparently Kenny the cop was a swinger. So also Chuck, word to the wise. If Angela wants to hang out with Kenny and his wife, Renee, postseason, allegedly, the streets are saying they might be into that pineapple business. All right. They might be throwing keys in a bowl. They might give you a, Kenny or Renee might give you a this. If you're not into that, Chuck, don't hang out with them. Now, if you are, I'm not here to judge. Okay. I'm not here to judge. You do what you want to do. You do what makes your genitals happy. Kenzie, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships to the channel. Congratulations to those of you who got a membership. Thanks to Kenzie Gray. They select those randomly. So congratulations, everybody. All right, let's get into this episode. So much fun stuff going on. This episode was pretty entertaining, but it like most Big Brother episodes, I'm left wondering, why did they include that? Why didn't they include this? What's really going on? All right. So we're coming off of Chelsea, the HOH. We're coming off of her nominations. She has Angela on the block and she has Chemo on the block. And everyone's just kind of processing them being on the block. Quinn's feeling pretty good. Quinn's up in the HOH room. He's got this 5. He's been trying to make a thing, being Chelsea, Cam, MJ himself, and Leah. And they're like, yeah, we got Angela. Chelsea, apparently, she doesn't want blood on her hands. Boring. Bring a book. So she just wants to get rid of Angela at this point. And Angela's just like, they got me down, but I'm not going out without a fight. All right. So they're feeling pretty good. They're just hanging out, chilling in the HOH. Leah's feeling good. Quinn's feeling good. He's like, will Leah hold my hand if I leave this week? Did you know that he said that on the feeds? He asked her if he could hold her hand by the door. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I just went deaf in my ear. I can't hear you. I'm so sorry. Oh, you're signing it? I don't know sign language. Oh my God. That's so, she was just like, no. You better not. That's actually what she said. She said, you better not. You better not. You better not. Okay. So yeah, it's sounding like there will be spoilers here. Just so you guys know, you've been warned. We will be incorporating spoilers in the episode recap. Kenzie, thank you for the super chat. Kenzie says, I'm just saying that cliffhanger, it was bullshit. I can't believe this. This is some bullshit. Like the Miss Felicia song from last season. It was some serious bullshit that they would leave us on such a cliffhanger. And for what? They had enough to fill the show. So, unfortunately, they did us really dirty, and it provoked me.
No. You wanted to provoke
She's doing
me?
it to herself for what?
Provoked.
To provoke me, I'm provoked. All right. I may just disagree. Yeah, if Angela makes it to the end, legend. And if she makes it to the end, she can win. Okay? She can definitely win. All right. So let me share my screen here and pull up this little pic of Quinn. I thought I was sharing my screen already. I was not. Now, Quinnifer is, he's feeling good. And they're just like, this is, Chemo's like, well, I guess I got to win the power veto because I don't have the AI arena. So hopefully I can get myself off the block. Angela wants to win. Everyone wants to win. And Quinn's like, Leah, can I brush past your areola? Just like with my shoulder. No. Okay. Leah is going to be getting a restraining order. after this season, allegedly. Unless he ends up winning and gets her that dirt bike. Also, who thinks that Leah wants a dirt bike? Has Leah talked about this and I missed that part of the feeds? Leah in a dirt bike? What? She's all bottle service and I want to say BJ's for PJs because that's Lala from Vanderpump Rules, but she's all private jets, fancy stuff. Yeah, you think, she wants a yacht. She wants a Lexi. Get her a Range Rover. Something. Give her some good weed. But she doesn't want that. Hi, Savannah Marie. Thank you so much for being a member for 1 month. And Vanessa, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate that. You guys are all amazing. Mackenzie says Leah just wants something she can pawn. All right. So, it seems like it might be a quiet week. It's going to be the first week. They're all saying this is going to be the first week we don't use the power veto. Isn't that crazy? They're like, yeah, because why would you, right? So MJ's up there. They're all up there like, nah, no one's going to use a power veto. No one's going to. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. But then Angela can't sleep. And we know when Angela can't sleep, good feeds and crazy gameplay is coming. Angela, she can't sleep. She's waking up and she's like, I can't sleep. And she has a sixth sense. She said, I just sense these things. Okay. And she's like, where's everybody? Where's everybody? Is it because I snore? Are they out here because I snore? Okay. I better go find them. So then she creeps. She's like, do, 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 do. And she puts her paranoid, sleepless in Seattle ear up to the bathroom door. And she thinks they're talking. She's like, when people aren't around and you're sleeping and you wake up from a dead sleep, they're gaming. They don't want you to hear. They're hiding from me. However, no one's in the bathroom. It's empty. And then she's like, oh, but I hear something. And she hears like you guys, okay, so I'm going to tell you guys a story. Okay, so one time I was doing bottle service and I have this friend and she's really funny, but not in a traditional sense of being funny, but she's real. Okay, so she helps me with my underwear line that I sell. So she heard Leah. She heard like Leah just going on and on. She heard Quinn out there popping boners in his pants. Okay. She heard T-Core and Rubina playing pool. She heard Chemo asking Quinn to make out. And in Angela's mind, she said, you know what they're doing? They're plotting against everybody. They've formed an alliance. It's not that they're the youth of the nation hanging out outside because they have a lot in common and Quinn's horny. Oh, no, 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 no. They have now joined forces. And I'm for sure going home this week. So Angela goes outside and breaks up the party. Like when your mom comes home early and you're having a party at your parents' house. You're drinking, you're just and your parents think you're just the best kid, but you got a Marlboro Light 100 hanging out of your mouth and a Bush Light in one hand, and you just downed a shot of Everclear, and you feel like you're going to die, but you're having the best night of your life, and then your mom's like, hi, I'm home, and you're like, and everyone just freezes because they don't know what to do. They're like, oh, hey, Angela, and she's like, couldn't sleep. They're like, oh, we got to start making her some melatonin shakes or something. But okay. So she goes outside and then she just kind of stares at him like, hi guys, I'm not a regular mom. I'm a cool mom. And then she starts twerking. No, I wish she would have started twerking. That would have been amazing. Just go up and twerk right in Quinn's face. Just get in where you fit in, right up on his little dirt stash and twerk on it. But she's just like, hey, kids, what you doing? What's the haps on the craps? What are you guys listening to? Are you guys talk ticking? What's going on? And they're like, and then Chemo mentions again, you want to make out, Quinn? That'd be cool. I think Chemo really wanted to make out with Quinn. And Quinn's like, yeah, Leah. And Leah's like, ew, gross. Don't look at me. Stop it, simp. Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog. Okay. Great. So then everyone goes about their business and Angela's like, oh, no. She gets a little DR segment and she says, I need to get my ass off the block. And this is going to get me off the block. So Angela's, stories, her thinking people are working together, it's so much more than just paranoia. It's strategy. She wants that shit to be true. She needs that shit to be true. She's like a few good men. You want me on that. You need me there. She needs that stuff because she needs to get her ass off the block. So she finally is able to toss and turn, and she gets some sleep after probably reliving for these, low rent, B grade, bad actors. Matt. And she's starts in with the sleep apnea again, allegedly. Okay. Everything I say is true except for the parts that are false. Everything for entertainment purposes only. So then she gets up really early. Now, Chelsea was not out. The HOH was not out in this group of people. Chelsea wasn't invited to the party. So, yeah, this is honestly like when your mom shows up to rack them up. I don't know if that's a chain place, but in high school, that was a place people would go to play pool. I had to go there because boys were there, but I was like, this is boring. But I still went there, and played songs on the jukebox because I'm old. And this is like when your mom shows up, we got to go. We're going. Angela's like the mom, like, let's go. I told you we're leaving at 10. It's 10:15. We got to go. Dad wants us to pick up Wendy's on the way home. He's been dying for a Frosty. He works hard. And you're like, who cares what Dad wants? Having fun with my friends. And she's like, let's go. Quinneth or whatever his name is. Okay. So notice Chelsea isn't there. The next morning, Chelsea wakes up early. Big mistake. Huge. Pretty woman level mistake. She's sitting outside, wiping the sleep out of her eyes. She's tired. She wants a bloodless HOH. She doesn't want any blood on her hands. She doesn't want any blood on her pants. She doesn't want any blood anywhere. And here comes Angela. Hey, girl. So I have to talk to you. When Angela starts doing this, when it's this or this, and when she starts shimmying her shoulders, and if she has on the blue hoodie, she means business. Okay? She's not messing around because this is big freaking brother.
This is big brother.
All right. So she is, hey, Chelsea, I got to talk to you. And Chelsea's like, oh, what's up? You're still here? That's great. Okay, I was just going to do my Chelsea cheese may, but go ahead. Give it to me. Yeah, give it to me raw. Okay. And Angela says, I saw some people outside talking. I was listening. I overheard some stuff you're going to love. You're not going to believe it. It's going to knock your socks. Do you have socks on? It's going to knock your slippers off and your socks. Socks and slippers. Okay. So Leah and Quinn were out here last night with the trio, Rubina, Tikor, Chemo, and they all formed an alliance. Yeah. They cut themselves. They shared blood, the whole nine. Okay. They did the they made it like the four corners. Have you ever seen The Craft? Okay. They were talking about, all the earth, wind, fire, the band, and all the things. And they shook on it, blood with their own blood. Yeah. They promised like their firstborn children. I think there was like a pact with the devil. It was crazy. Okay. I was just out here like, whoa, I got to tell Chelsea. So I'm screwed. They're definitely voting me out. And then they're going to outnumber you, girl. Yeah, they are. Okay. Because they took a blood oath. And then they had the Book of the Beast. They signed their names in the Book of the Beast. Yeah. It was crazy. I swear it happened. And Chelsea's like, what? Are you serious? Yeah. They are like together. And now I'm screwed, but you're screwed too. So they're definitely voting me out. But you're in trouble too, Chelsea. And Chelsea's like, oh, wait a minute. And then we get a Chelsea DR. And Chelsea's like, now I know Angela lies. And I know I want Angela gone. But this sounds very familiar. This sounds like something Quinn would do. The same man, the same Joanne Fabric, squatty potty, simp lover of Leah, who broke up the Pentagon for no good reason other than he himself said, I didn't want a big alliance to plow through the house. He just wanted to plow Leah. That was very inappropriate, you guys. How dare you make me say that? That was disgusting. Okay. So she's like, look what he's done. He took away my Cedric. He took away my Brooklyn. He's the reason that this Pentagon that could have worked, within it we had the core of the CCC, of Cam, Cedric, and Chelsea. And you destroyed that, Quinn. So of course you would do that shit. So Quinn has made himself, he's done this to himself at this point. It's just the same Quinn who is Natasha Lyonne's twin sister. Yeah, probably. Quinn has done things and broken people's trust to the point where they're like, yeah, he'll do foolish mess. And that's, he's tarnished his reputation so much by selling out the Pentagon and other alliances he was in and being messy that they believe Angela over him. They believe the girl who was like, and he went against my ass.
He used that as an advantage against my ass. Come on. I am wise beyond, okay?
So that's how bad Quinn is sitting right now in the eyes of like Chelsea, where she's like, of course he would do this shit. Of course, he is a dirty dog. He is a dirty, low down dog with a wig on. Like, I can't even believe this dude. He doesn't even own any pomade. This is ridiculous. He does not even know how to control those curls. Okay? And so Chelsea's like, even if it's not true, it could be true, and I would be in trouble. So now I think we're going to have to use the power veto. Now, meanwhile, we got a veto competition. That is like the least of our worries in this episode. The one thing I thought was going to be the biggest thing is Otev being won in one question. They spent so much time this episode on that, and I'm like, okay, but it was the shortest Otev in the history of Big Brother, yet it was the longest Otev segment where there was other things going on. Because we know that this week has just been Angela planting seeds, Leah getting upset. Again, we could see that in tomorrow night's episode, but you left us on a stupid cliffhanger. Don't do that. There was still more. There was more that got us to this point. But I digress, okay? So, going into Otev, they're picking players, okay? And the players for the veto are MJ, which Angela is pumped. Angela's like, oh my God, she's going to use it on me. And MJ's like, I'm probably not going to use it on her. Angela thinks we're okay, but we're not really okay because she took away Crazy Eyes. And we could have had a showmance, even though I have said on the feeds by now he would have given me the ick. However, you know, desperate times call for desperate measures. Sure, I said his jeans are so tight. Sure, I said he gives me the ick. Sure, he only buttons one button on his top, and it's at the belly button. But you know what? Sometimes you get a little horny, and things happen when you're 22. So she's not totally, you know, on Team Angela. So Angela's like, ah! So Angela picks Mackenzie, and Angela has the biggest smile on her face when they're picking players for the veto. And Mackenzie's like, thank you. I don't know if I'm going to save you, but fine. I can continue to be a comp beast and then complain about how everyone thinks I'm a comp beast. So this is Angela's face. She picks Mackenzie. She was so happy. She's like, Mackenzie. So the only players that didn't play in the veto, it's easier just bringing it down this way, are what's his nuts? Cam, T-Core, and Leah. That's it. So they're going into Otev, and they're all excited. They're like, oh my God, I saw this competition on a YouTube video I watched where I could binge Big Brother 14 in 15 minutes. Yeah, I'm a big fan. Right before I came in, I just binged people that do all the seasons. Like, watch this season in 2 minutes. So I know everything about Dan's funeral. Just ask me. What season was that again? What? Did Johnny Mac win the game? There's never been a twin twist or two women at the end of Big Brother. I know because I watch those things on YouTube. All right. So they're so excited. They're like, Otev's iconic. Otev. And Otev is a whole ass asshole. First of all, this MFer is a rat. Sir, you live in filth. You are a rat. Allegedly, he's some kind of like, I don't know if he is a Tony Soprano rat, but you're a rat. You're living in garbage. And the rat is going to make them dig through his garbage to find the correct answers. And this guy was just an asshole. Just an asshole. This guy, like raccoon. Was he a raccoon? I don't even know what he was. But he was an ass. You know, I mean, they're trying to Sopranos him. Was a trash panda? Whatever. I've never known a panda to be this much of a dickhead in my life. But maybe I just, you know, only have met really kind pandas. But this guy was a bunghole. And he's got the jacket and he's, you know, calling them dumb, which they are. But calm down, sir. We just met you. Okay? So he's like, hey, you losers, get over here. And I'm like, sir, you live in garbage. And you look like a raccoon, but you say you're a panda. I don't believe it. Something's going on. This is an industry plant. They want to say Angela is a plant. This guy's a plant. How did he get this job? It's a dick. He has tiny hands. Okay? Tiny hands, big ass mouth. You can't even move your legs. You can't even move your legs, asshole. Just unnecessarily asshole-ish. What, are you trying to be Zingbot? No, sir. So he's like, get over here and dig through my trash. Like, you eat your own feces. Don't even talk to me like that, sir. Do not talk to me like that. Do not question me. Angela is falling in Fruity Pebbles, thinking she has the right answer, and you're going to disrespect her like that? Sure. Did everyone have the wrong answer except for MJ? Yeah, they did. But MJ almost went to Harvard on a volleyball scholarship. She's a freaking genius, obviously. Mackenzie's a genius. All right? But they're diving in your dirty ass Fruity Pebbles and your feces looking for answers. So apparently the question was, I was just so over it by then. The question was something about who was the first guy to not play in an HOH competition or not get to play in. I don't know. The question, it even confused me a little bit. All right. And everyone's like, Tucker, it's Tucker. Because MJ and Tucker. And MJ's like, oh, no. It was actually Cedric. Because Cedric and Chelsea didn't even get to play. And we technically were in the competition, MJ and Tucker, but we got out round one. Okay. Yeah, she was going to go to Harvard for volleyball. She's like legally blonde smart. All right. MJ's no dummy over here. She was going to spike her way to a Harvard graduation, but apparently she didn't get back to the email. All right. I think that's how it went down. Something like that. Thank you. I may just disagree. Golden, you're working overtime, girl. And thank you for the super sticker as well. I may just disagree. I am not disagreeing with any of your super chats. I love them. All right. So, Angela, let's talk about that, Chuck. Your wife climbed that like she was freaking on the Munsters. She climbed that like, you know how like when you see a Frankenstein take those big steps? Angela, it was all core. She didn't have to bend down. She didn't even use the freaking rope. She went up that thing like she owned the damn thing. I mean, even Leah's like, oh my God, like, what is that like what they mean when they say that it's like fight or flight, like when you're going to die and you like surprise yourself with your strength? That's crazy. Angela was like, I'm trying to think of an analogy for this. Probably, okay, bear with me here. Remember on the challenge when CT carried Johnny Bananas on his back when they were in their little battle? And he was like, and he literally was like, That was Angela up the Otev ramp. She was carrying Johnny Bananas on her back to slam dunk a ball in a trash can to win the game. It was very impressive. All right. And everyone should be afraid because Angela will not only turn on them in the game, but she just might end their lives. She was just like, here I come. big steps, huge steps. She was man-spreading. More women, we need to walk like this. We need to do this. And she got up there and she was like, yes, 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 Chuck, we're going to get so high when I win the $750,000 check. Are you guys okay? They're like, why is mom screaming? We're going to get so high and party with the young people. Chuck, I'm coming for you. We're going to do the sex and do the pot. She was very, very excited. 1 second while I let the dogs, they hear their dad coming in the garage. So hold on 1 second, you guys.
Good job, minions. Yes, you deserve it. Yes. Sorry, forgot your name.
Cyrus.
Cyrus. Right, Peach is his friend. What's your question?
When are we gonna do it?
Ew, that's rude. I barely know you. And you're a minion.
We definitely need manspread merch. And manspread is something that Joseph put on toast that he made in the Spiz tent. Allegedly. This is all for entertainment purposes only. Okay. So Angela's like, yes, yes, yes. Chemo is the last one up the ramp looking for Tucker. And then the one person that essentially would be out had it been like every other season of Otev would have been Chelsea's Chisme because she couldn't find Tucker. So they're all up there, and then this asshole rat panda is like, show me what you brought me. Through my garbage. I live in a dumpster. But somehow I'm gonna talk shit on you, sir. No. You don't even pay taxes. Okay? Are you even here legally, sir? Like, there are so many we don't have pandas in America. In America. All right? I don't know. I got to protect my dogs and cats because apparently people in Ohio, you crazy, you're eating them, allegedly. Okay? That's just what I heard yesterday. Some guy said it. So this guy is just like, show me the answer. And everyone's like, Otev, crazy panda raccoon guy with a bad attitude for no reason. I bring you Tucker, and it's Tucker, and it's Tucker, and it's Tucker, and it's Tucker. And then MJ says, Cedric. And they're all like, oh, what? Cedric. And apparently what went down, what we didn't see, is what they were talking about on the feeds this week, is that MJ, she got up there rather early. Angela was already up there. Angela being the first one up there. She asked Angela, she goes, oh, am I wrong? Am I wrong with everyone's got Tucker? Am I wrong? Everyone's looking for Tucker. Angela goes, no, you're right. Angela thinking then MJ was wrong and told her, no, don't go back down and get a new answer. Like MJ thought Angela was trying to play her so she would lose. Like, you got Cedric? Yeah. Oh, you're right, MJ. Okay. Good one, girl. Good. Are you sure it says Cedric? Can you read that? Like Angela was kind of playing her. We didn't see that in tonight's episode. All we saw is everyone's face like, what? Even Rubina's like, but I had sex with this man. How could I get this wrong? And then Chelsea's like, how could I get it wrong? Because I was the woman in that with Cedric. We had to be mascots. We couldn't even play in the HOH, so I should have known. But it was either, I don't know if it was the way the question was worded, if it was just one of those things you really had to think about, or that the rest of them didn't have a volleyball scholarship to Harvard. So they're just a bunch of dumbasses that they didn't know. But MJ is right. And that was the first question, and the game is over. And I was actually happy because I never want to hear that panda ass raccoon, low budget, low rent, B grade movie asshole speak again. Highly offensive. And MJ's like, and then MJ was cabbage patching. What is happening in the Big Brother house this season? Whatever it is, I love it. But What are they giving them drugs? How does she even know what the Cabbage Patch is for a dance? She wasn't even born when the Cabbage Patch was at its height, which was like a week, you know? I think in 1999. She wasn't even born. How does she was like, and I'm like, what is she doing? Are there dogs here? Is someone at my door? Okay, no, he said everyone downstairs. I thought I heard a knock. Okay. They're on the pot. They are on the spiz. I think Joseph's spiz wasn't properly cleaned up, and we know it was a toxic chemical in that house. And it has seeped into everything in the house. Or the ants are slowly eating their brain. Something's going on. Something is definitely going on. Steven, thank you so much for the super chat. Steven says, I'm late, but have we confirmed it's Chuck in the chat? Yeah, we're banking on it. We're all in. We're all in that it's Chuck in the chat, Steven. If it's not Chuck, greatest troll of all time. You know, the only other trolls I get are diarrhea trolls. People who just want to talk about diarrhea, which is hilarious. But maybe they're drinking nail polish. I mean, they're always doing their nails. Leah in particular, she's had her press-on nails on, she was saying today on the feeds, for 3 weeks. So how do you keep those nails on for they're supposed to be 7 days. I've looked it up on Sephora. 7 days max. She must be eating the glue or sniffing it with everybody else. And the adhesive is so strong because she's ingesting it that it's sticking to her nails. Allegedly, along with the ants. Okay? Okay. Chuck, you don't have to prove it. I already believe you. I just believe you. I just believe you, Chuck. And that's how it's going to be over here. Okay? Hashtag, what I want, it's not hashtag me too. Hashtag Chuck too. Okay? Everybody put that in the chat. Hashtag Chuck too. We believe you. So we say hashtag Chuck too. Or they're drinking mouthwash like Bowie Jane, allegedly. Allegedly. Okay. Right? Thank you. Hashtag Chuck too. Hashtag Chuck too. Drinking it like Aaron, racist Aryan Nation Grease from BB15. Thank you guys. Look at Chuck. Look at all the support you have. We won't question you, Chuck. Hashtag Chuck too. Chuck too. Oh, Alexandra. Oh, you crack me up. You crack me up, lady. I love it. Yeah, you need a picture of yourself with a newspaper with today's date saying, hello, Jolene, the best YouTuber in the nation. No, don't have to. So Steven's got some good questions for you in the chat, Steven. Oh my God, Steve. I'm going to start calling you Stevie Weevy. Okay. So this competition lasted so little of a time. The house guests were allowed to hang out and party in that rat's trash pool. They turned down the volume on the panda raccoon. Yeah, it's a panda raccoon. And they were partying. And MJ's just like, and she's cabbage patching, and everyone's thinking, this is great. Chelsea's like, awesome. MJ, she'll keep it the same. But obviously, I've already spilled the beans on Angela, pulling an Angela and making Chelsea doubt that she should keep the noms the same. So Angela's missed. Angela's curse. Anyone who, crosses Angela shall go home. They shall not pass.
She's back. She's back.
And those who came to visit me last night, your performances were great for a low-budget movie.
For a low-budget movie. So Chelsea's like, oh, shit. So then we get kind of a rushed, edited version of Chelsea talking to MJ going, we got to use the veto. Here's what I heard. And MJ's like, oh, shit. Well, I agree with you because I got a volleyball scholarship to Harvard but forgot to reply to the email. So I didn't go. I went to, what did I go to? Texas A&M, which I think is a good school. Not Harvard, but really good. Yeah, so I agree with you. And Chelsea's like, okay, so you're going to use it, and we either put up Quinn or Leah. And again, it would have been nice to have more of the conversation. There were so many more conversations that happened. Cam was included in the conversations. They were weighing the options. Can we get a little clarification of why we're not even considering Rubina, why we're not even considering T-Core, you know? But no, they're just like, get them to the Greek. They go right to curly-haired Tyler Crispin MJ. And, you know, she's like, yeah, I think we got to use it. Thank you, David, for gifting a membership to the channel. Congratulations to those of you who are the person who received the membership from David. That was very generous of you and sweet. So Angela has successfully put it in their head now that MJ needs to use this veto. Then we see this clunky next day conversation. That day that this all went down, it was magical. I did an emergency live. I did, right? Didn't I? I can't remember anymore. I think the ants are eating my brain, and I did drink nail polish remover. Okay. I think I did an emergency live because it was so crazy to me. Maybe it was a different week, but either way, it was a magical day when they turned and decided just what seemed randomly off an Angela story with no proof other than Angela to completely go against what Chelsea originally seemed to want, no blood on her hands. And then she instead wanted to bathe. Thank you, Sean. I can't remember what I do. I feel like I'm always talking. I just never shut up. I'm like Leah, you know? Someone's got to put a muzzle on me. I can't stop. So, it was such a crazy day, and it was all being hidden from Quinn. Like, they didn't tell Quinn, and all of that could have made it in the episode. Just the stumbling around, and they didn't do it. Okay. So they tell Chelsea's in the bathroom. She's like, oh, hey, what's up? What's up, Quinn? And Quinn's like, hey, hi, I'm Quinn. Yeah. Have you seen Leah today? Woo! she really knows how to raise my roof. Anyways, I'm funny. Quinn, he does. He thinks he's very funny. Him and Angela did have a conversation today, and she apologized to him because she said, you know, sometimes I make comments that aren't necessary about you. He's like, yeah, you did call me, I think, an idiot or something, but that's okay. That's okay. Or how I drag a bit on too long. He does. He drags a bit that's dying, that's dead, that nobody gets on way too. And then he's like, this is funny because it's funny and I'm funny. And then everyone's like, so I get it. I've been guilty of it myself, you know, but he's just, you know, he's not landing his jokes in the house. So he's like, hey, and then MJ's like, I'm going to have to use the veto. He's like, I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry. Ooh, I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what did you say? Harvard? What happened? Volleyball? She goes, yeah, I think I got to save Angela. He's like, I'm sorry. Again? We're saving Angela? Again? So Quinn is just shell-shocked. He's been led to believe this whole time that he's safe because he kept Chelsea safe. He thought he put in the work with MJ, even though he didn't. He was too busy flirting and pillow fighting and pillow forting and, you know, with Leah and allowing, you know, and just making excuses for her while she's making decisions that clearly show that she does not care about his game or his well-being in the game. And he's like, it's okay. I will throw my game down for you. And MJ's like, sorry. Yeah, it happens when you're, you know, 6'2" and a volleyball player and could have got into Harvard and super pretty. Just, you can change your mind. Anyways, yeah, to be honest, I'm probably going to take Angela down. Yeah. Did she get out my show, man? Sure. Do I like her? Not really. Seems like a good play. And Quinn is just like, well, we cannot do that. That doesn't have to, MJ's like, no, it's already done. He's like, we haven't had the veto ceremony. Nah, I got to do it. You know what? You should probably talk to Chelsea. So MJ then is in the DR going, am I passing the blame and the buck onto Chelsea? Yeah, I am. Yeah. Yes, I am. So then Quinn's running up the stairs, like running just as fast as he can, holding on to all of his curls. And he's like, whew, okay, I'm pretty shocked. Runs up, gets a hold of Chelsea, darts up the damn stairs, getting all the cardio in, looking like a failed American gladiator on his way to talk to Chelsea's chisme. And Chelsea's like, oh, shit, I was going to pretend to be pooping. What's up, Quinn? Hey. So what's going on? Yeah, MJ is going to use the veto, I guess. That's weird, right? And I'm going to have to put Leah Avi. He's like, what do you mean? What do you mean Avi? Why would you put, I don't want to. It's MJ. She's, cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. She was going to, hook up with Matt. You remember him, right? Like crazy, okay. And Quinn's like, well, I'm down for the 5. I won't put you guys up. There's that 5. I definitely am for the 5. And Chelsea's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know really who really has me in this game. I mean, you got Leah. Leah's your number 1. So I got to do it. You don't have to do it. Maybe you should talk to MJ. So then MJ is trying to sneak in the HOH room to pretend to take a poop. But it's very hard to sneak into there when you look, when you have the height of a Victoria's Secret model. And she's coming around like, oh shit, I'm going to sneak in there. And he's like, MJ, come here. And she's like, me? Am I MJ? Oh, okay. She walks over as slow as she can to him like, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I guess I was, when you got to go, you got to go. It was starting to come out, but that's fine. What's up, buddy? He's like, so what's the haps on the craps? We don't have to do this, right? And MJ's like, I mean, I don't know, talk to Chelsea. And Chelsea's like, talk to MJ. And so it's just a mess. And Quinn's just like, and now this did happen on the feeds very quickly in the morning. And you knew production wanted them to use this veto because they went right to the POV ceremony so that it could be done. Now we end with frickin' a to be continued, but give me a break. We know what really went down. The veto was used on Angela and Quinn was put up as the replacement. So tomorrow Quinn or Kimu, whatever his name is, will go. And we still have all the women in the house, which is pretty exciting. Now we see as they cut it, MJ standing in front of the house, crying, laughing, farting, about to vomit. I don't know what this is. Does everyone cry like Angela? What is this face? She's like, this is food poisoning. This could be laughter. This could be pleasure. This could be pain. We don't know. We don't know. Completely. It's crazy. It could be prayer, okay? And Chris Kirkpatrick, get out of here. He's always just popping up with his dun, dun, dun. Okay, I love Tyler's hair too, Kylie. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. She could have cramps too. She could be getting her period like Leah's got her period this week. Oh my goodness. It's rough. It's rough, all right? So there's MJ, just like, maybe she's smelling Cam's feet because they're always saying Cam's feet smell, Maybe Tucker's, farts are lingering like the cranberries. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? So, and then Big Brother says, find out on Big Brother tomorrow night what Ainsley has in store for the Houseguest. And I'm thinking, oh God, what? What now? Is it going to be something dumb like last time when they're just like, we're taking the AI arena? And I'm like, you're taking away your one true beauty this season. The AI arena was the ultimate just equalizer. It was the one thing that kept us guessing all the time. It kept the house guests on their feet. They couldn't isolate people. And now we got Leah in there going, I feel isolated. And that wasn't happening because in AI Arena, you had to play nicey nice with people because you didn't know who was going to come back because they were going to compete right before. And now we're back to people going, I feel like no one's talking to me or being my friend. So Ainsley could be saying it's a double eviction. Ainsley could be saying, who knows? Who knows? But can we follow through, Big Brother? Just a question. Can we follow through on the twist that you start? Like the instigator, what happened? Did the house guest, do they think it's still happening? Are we supposed to know it's done because Tucker left? Can it not transfer over to someone else? Are we never going to instigate ever again? You have Angela in a house and you didn't just pass the power, let Tucker pick someone on his way out. That would have been fun. Tucker, you're leaving the game, but you have one last thing to do before you leave and head home now that you're not making it to jury. Okay. So instead of Julie telling us to love one another, she could have told Tucker that he gets to pick the next AI instigator. And it could have been Angela, like, but now, what happened to it? Where is it? Were we just supposed to go, oh, Tucker left? Is it a battle back? Are they just going to hold on to Quinn and go, okay, keep your curls moist. There might be a second chance for you, Quinn. All right. Maybe. I don't think so, but I definitely don't need a battle back. Just go to jury. I'm done now. Just go to jury. Or Joseph says, what if they cancel this week? Did they just kick a racist out or something? What? I don't know. Yes, I think the twist is Tucker's coming back. They let him go home, study the game, study everyone, and he gets to come back. Where did Joanne Fabrics come from? That is a very good question.
Who is she? Who is she? Who is she? Where did you find her?
Joanne Fabrics came from where every Joanne Fabrics comes from. Michael's. Yeah. Immediately after Michael's, you go to Joanne Fabrics because you're always going to hit up Michael's first. So that's where Quinn came from. He was born in a Michael's and raised in a Joanne Fabrics. That's right. I don't want anyone coming back either, Monica. I don't. Definitely not. So, you guys, episode not horrible, but don't leave us on a cliffhanger. And we didn't need such a long Otev segment when it ended in one question. And where was Mr. Asshole Panda, Mr. Kung Fu Panda over here, Mr. Trash Bag Panda? Where was he to roast them up for this? You would think, they would have added some lines for him. All he did was call him like effing stupid or stupid Fs or something. But no. Yeah, Ronald's probably right. Ainsley's going to say double eviction, and all the house guests are already predicting the double eviction. I really think they need to start doing these in a different order because every time the house guests are like, it's about time for a double eviction right now. Yeah. And so they already predicted it. So, let's see. Altered Snowplow says the editors are afraid of the Facebook moms annihilating them over Angela Giesling misting her way off the block again. Oh, I'm surprised. They probably started another change.org to go, Angela's working with the devil himself. And his name is Les Moonves. Okay? Les Moonves. Yeah, Jalen, that's what Leah said, that Angela marched up there like she was going to tell the manager something. But Leah, be careful because people are calling you baby Angela. So I don't know, Leah. Angela is a member, allegedly, of the BB Illuminati. You can ask Chuck. All right. A lot of papers were signed. A lot of souls were sold. She's hanging out with Jay-Z and Beyonce doing I'm not going to do the sign, but there's a thing that they do. There's a thing that they do. All right. So we have tomorrow, we're going to see the conclusion of, does MJ use the power veto? She does. And she puts Quinn on the block. Quinn, if you missed my live feed spoiler from earlier today, definitely check that out where we answer a lot of the questions of what we think is going to happen tomorrow and what's been going on the live feeds. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 Pacific, Big Brother time, to talk more about what happened today. And then tomorrow morning, it is still looking like Chemo will be the one to stay and Quinn will be the one voted out. But there could be, you never know, we could get something crazy where then Chelsea has to break the tie, which she most certainly does not want to do. Leah has come out of hiding in her pajamas in the unicorn room, and she's starting to socialize again. The house guest played Chuck, if you missed the feeds today, you missed your wife doing a killer character. Like, they love to do a lot of singing and improvisation, and Chemo was hosting kind of like a concert I guess kind of like a variety show, and he was just calling people up and they would be in character and they would sing songs. And Angela's character was like Donatella, was a something Donatella, and I think she was Russian or Italian Russian, and she loved her man. And I'll have to rewatch it and come up with have to do a little impersonation of it tomorrow. But it was good. It was funny. And she almost did like spoken word poetry about it. And then Cam ended up being the character, the guy that she was kind of pining over, or the one that broke her heart. And then he had a song, and Cam was funny too. And then Rubina went up, and Rubina's normally funny, but I think on this one, Angela had already, I'm, a big comedy nerd. So in improv, there is, a rule. You're not supposed to deny the reality that's given to you, because you don't want to watch a show where people are like, wow, we're in space. And the other person's like, no, we're not. We're at Costco. And you're like, oh, here's your son. That's not my son. I can't have kids. And you're like, okay, because then you kind of stop the scene. I feel like Rubina was doing that because Angela identified her as her daughter, and then Rubina took the stage and she had a Southern accent. And maybe she was trying to move the story along another way, but she was trying to get Angela out of her brilliant accent, Russian, Italian, whatever it was, back to Angela's accent. And she kind of messed it up. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest. He's really funny. Cam has had so many moments on the feeds where the dude's funny, and he comes up with these little songs and he'll just say stuff. So yeah, Cam's got songs. And they're all just kind of improvising. And then Leah and T-Core and Quinn and who else? Who am I missing? MJ was like sleeping in the HOH room. They were in a British pop group, and it was funny to hear T-Core. She was kind of playing up the British accent, and everyone's like, you don't have to do that. You already have a British accent. You don't do that. I'm Anna Dalby. I'm T-Core. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our show. I'm British. And so they were having fun with that in the bathroom. But Angela was really getting into it. And I feel like some of the house guests stifled her creativity in that. And they just weren't ready for what she was bringing to the table. I feel like there was a little jealousy that she made me crack up. Her and Cam made me laugh. Laugh. So the Pumpkin Lady says, box should arrive tomorrow. Thank you, Pumpkin Lady. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. So, yeah, Anna, why are you so poor? Why do you dress so poor? Why are you so poor? I'm Anna Dalby. That's T-Core. Now, we were saying that Chemo wasn't doing gaming, wasn't having conversations, wasn't campaigning. He started to today. Some of them are very short. His one with Cam is very short. Chemo was like, we're good. So we're good. Okay, Quinn's has been a little longer, a little more thought out. Him and Angela had quite the conversation because we know Leah and Angela think possibly they can sway the vote to keep Quinn, which is crazy. And they think they have MJ on their side. As of now, they don't have MJ on their side. And MJ plans on not voting with them, but lying to them, telling them she's going to vote with them. and then blindsiding them with the vote. And I'm like, how is that going to help you? Why don't you just tell them you're not going to vote that way? But again, you know, kind of crazy. All right. So thank you guys so much. That is the roast and recap for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. Shout out to all my super chatters. I'm so sorry I can't get to everybody's comments, but you're all beautiful pumpkin spice babies and you all have important things to say, and I appreciate you. Kenzie, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Congrats to those of you who got the memberships, and make sure you join us every Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific for the H of H with Joleen, where we have some fun and dive deeper into this season. And I also dropped the link so you guys can join me in the conversation. Kenzie, thank you for the super chat. Savannah, thank you so much for being a member for 1 month. I appreciate that. Vanessa, thank you for the super sticker. I may just disagree. Thank you for the super sticker and the super chat. Steven, thank you so much for the super chat. David, thank you for gifting a membership to my channel. And the pumpkin lady, thank you so much for sending me a gift and the super chat. That is so, so sweet. I love you guys right back. And shout out to all my dogs at the crib. I think we should probably play that because tomorrow we're going to get another shout out to all my dogs at the crib.
Shout out all my dogs at the crib. Shout out all my dogs at the crib. Shout out all my dogs at the crib. Shout out all my dogs at the crib.
It's just so good. Shout out to all my dogs at the crib. And again, if you didn't know, and if you're still on Twitter, because it'll never be X to me, Cam's Dogs at the Crib started a Twitter account. And there's a picture of all of them, and it's pretty cool. So you can, if you want to, go follow Cam's Dogs at the Crib. But I'll be back tomorrow morning, you guys, with more Big Brother stuff at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And like I always say, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, and subscribe too. Bye.
If you like